It's great for the morale. Hello, it's Layefa. How are you? I sing, I write, I'm a natural hair enthusiast, and today I'm doing none of the above but talking about clap for our NHS. It really rubs me up the wrong way actually, and I feel like, to be fair, a lot of people may feel like this and not be addressing it or not speaking out about it. Touching on something that Gina Yashere did on Instagram, she posted a clip some time ago addressing this whole clap for our NHS and stating that, but if you look in the press, on the newspapers and magazines, when they're stating clap for the NHS, it's mostly white images that we're seeing. And they're basically, again, just like they usually do, whitewashing brown and black people out of history. And she was stating that actually ever since the Windrush era, it's been majority black and brown people that have been working for the NHS as nurses, doctors, carers, caring assistants and all that kind of stuff. And she was addressing that, and since then we've noticed a lot more, I want to call it tokenism, you know, the odd brown face, the odd black face, but it's like, oh, you're now answering to this thing that we've made comment on. Instead of it being the correct representation, it just feels like tokenism now. It feels like, oh, let's get the brown face in the building and take a picture of them, rather than the true representation. A lot of the doctors, midwives, nurses, caring assistants, carers, pharmacists, a lot of key workers are black and brown people. As somebody who has quite a few family members that work for the NHS as nurses, it's great for the morale. In some ways, I feel like it's not good enough. I feel like there should be bonuses, there should be pay rises, and you have a lot of people doing a lot of fundraising and charities and all these things. People are doing funding to support the NHS, and I'm like, I don't understand why the government isn't doing that. I don't understand why the government isn't coughing up the money to do these things. Easier said than done, but yet for some reason, since we've all been self-quarantined and self-isolated, they've had an extra bit of money to help them whilst they're working at home for their personal assistances, if they need laptops, if they need this and if they need that. And I think it's quite a large amount of money per MP. To me, it's like, well, rather than the money being sourced to them, why can that money not be diverted for this NHS that you so love and care for? It's just really mind-boggling. I don't have the word right now, but the NHS staff and key workers are used as, what's the word? I don't have the word, but it's like a hero that isn't paid well, basically. A hero that is just gonna be sent out to the fields to die, and you're clapping, oh, well done, well done. Well, they're doing their job, and that's what they've been doing anyway. I just feel like more can be done. I'm not saying that they shouldn't clap for them and it shouldn't be done. I just feel like there should be true representation, and we should all know who we're clapping for. We should all really understand who we're clapping for. We're not just clapping for white people. We're not. I feel like NHS staff, they should get a pay rise, most definitely. They should put it in the budget, and I don't know why it isn't in the budget. And not just a pay rise for managerial and care assistants. I'm talking about the middle belt, people that are band 5, band 6. If you're wondering what is band 5, band 6, when you are a qualified nurse, when you've done your nursing degree, you immediately become, I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong if you're a nurse, but you generally become a band 5 member of staff. So those are the people, the nurses that you see out on the wards, doing your blood pressure and taking blood from you, just generally taking care of you on the wards, doing the hard work. Without the nurses, the doctors can't do their job. A lot of the time, I've seen it on the wards that the doctors would seek advice from the nurses in regards to what do they advise the next step for a particular patient to be, because the nurses are with the patients day in, day out. The doctors just come in and, you know, they'll do their rounds and they're somewhere else. They have to do rounds, and so they're not with each patient for a long period of time because they're seeing loads of patients. I'm not saying that nurses are more important than doctors, far from it. We should see the full playing field as what it is. Hurt again by my country that, again, black and brown people are being whitewashed out of history. It's upsetting. Oh yeah, clap for our nurses. And it's like, but do you actually know who you're clapping for? When the Windrush happened, it was sold to the Caribbeans that they'll be coming here to be key workers, all these things that the British people were not doing on their own land. They were bringing in people to do the work that they couldn't do, that they were unable to do. And again, it continues even up until date. So I think overall, it's not that I want the clapping to stop, because it's great for the morale of the country. I just feel like it's not enough. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you like these sort of videos where I'm just letting off a bit of steam, channel is pretty random. It's just usually me just getting my thoughts off my chest, and sometimes I'm a slow burner, so it might be up your street. Comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and until my next video, bye.